I bump in that Billy Strong. He ain't know, he ain't thought. He just grabbed the pump and made it go down. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On play action, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Miami defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Bills 17, Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. It's complete to Cook. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bills 24, Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw again. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll look to throw again. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To the air, Allen. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Okay, break. Here we go. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now he's forced out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Throwing now is Allen. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down.
Half 85, half 85. Half 56, Monday. Alert! Hey, tight. What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
And this one too low.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a first down. They'll run. Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
18 rapid.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a one-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 46 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the score.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's Allen. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Has his man. It's Shakir. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10. Allen. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Allen again. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Big strides, look at him go. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They run it again with Cook. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Samuel going to go in motion right. To the air, Allen. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 19 tight. 19 Panther 11. Panther 11. Get up.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
Here we go, set. Let's make 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Trap 60, Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. .38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
19 tight. Go! Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Set go.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's third and very long, but they've been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And some good and some bad. Heck of a job to get away from that first tackler, but still they're able to drop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Achane. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19 Tiger.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. This is 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Here we go. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 56 yards. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Allen. Finding Samuel.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense are saying go right ahead with those. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That is caught by Shakir. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finding Washington. And he's out of bounds with a 1st down with 11 seconds remaining. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Miami, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready